And just 3 days before the Republican presidential hopefuls take the stage for another debate, at a time when the party appears to be teetering on the edge of a Trump-inspired split, a former candidate is giving his advice for the GOP and the country. Steve Forbes is the chairman and editor-in-chief of Forbes magazine. He is also the author of a new book called Reviving America. Mr. Forbes, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Okay, so I know you haven't endorsed a candidate yet. I don't suppose that I would really get this lucky, but have you made a decision on anyone that you want to endorse?
Not yet. I feel like it's a dating game, still looking at the possibilities, finding good things in one, wishing another one would do something differently. So, yeah, still in the looking game. We'll certainly be looking at this debate and the one, I guess, coming up in January as well.
Okay, and in your new book, you call for radical pro-growth measures. Can you break that down, the three major issues that you tackle in this new book? I know you had an entire book explaining it, and we're only giving you so much time, but can you break down those 3 points for me?
Yes, the big three start with repealing Obamacare, because that's 20% of the American economy, and health care is personal. What we propose are reforms to put patients in charge instead of bureaucrats and third parties like insurers and government in charge. On the tax code, throw the thing out, put in a simple flat tax, generous exemption for adults and for kids. A family of 4, for example, would pay no federal income tax on their first $52,000 of income. And then reforming the Federal Reserve, stop treating the dollar like a yo-yo and allowing the credit markets to work so small businesses can get the loans they need, the capital they need to create jobs, which they haven't been able to do because of the Fed's perverse policies.
Okay, now some of this sounds awfully familiar, and in fact we have a soundbite from you in 2000, so 15, almost 16 years ago. I want to play it for you, and then I want to ask you a question. Take a listen.
This code is only loved by those special interests in Washington, D.C., 67,000 lobbyists, 100 for each member of Congress. You take away this code, and half of them are going to have to earn an honest living, and I will provide job retraining for them.
All right, Steve, a long time ago you ran on a flat tax proposal. How was it received then, and what do you think about now that a number of candidates are preaching it now?
Well, sometimes ideas take a long time to bloom. 30 countries around the world have put in the flat tax in recent years. And I am delighted, as you alluded to, several Republican candidates have ideas of a flat tax out there. So I think in this election cycle, we are finally going to get the mandate we need to radically simplify the tax code, in addition to doing things like not putting special taxes on the Internet. So I hope Congress will do that in this session. So I think good things are finally beginning to happen. And when we get a simplified tax code, that's going to unleash a huge boom in this economy, because people can focus their efforts on real things instead of 6 billion hours a year filling out this crazy code that nobody understands, including the IRS.
All right, and that goes along with what you said in your op-ed, is that we need dramatic reforms. Ahead of the debate next week, what do you want to hear from candidates?
What I want to hear is that they're going to be pushing real radical tax reform. Ted Cruz has got a proposal out there, as does Senator Rand Paul. Ben Carson, I hope he fleshes his ideas out on a flat tax. And those who have proposals, taxes that are more complicated, I hope they'll offer simplified versions of those. And I also want the candidates to talk about not only what they're going to replace Obamacare with, but also on the Federal Reserve, how they're going to get what their ideas are. Ted Cruz got some good ideas on that, on having a stable dollar so that we don't have this yo-yo effect that hurts the economy, because like changing the minutes in an hour each day would be chaotic. The value of the dollar changing each day has been a disaster.
Yeah, that's one of the points that we didn't get to, but if viewers want to hear more about it, in your book, how the Federal Reserve has blocked a recovery, in your opinion. So that's just a tease, a ruthless tease for your book. Steve Forbes, thank you so much for joining us today. We very much appreciate it. Reviving America.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.